traveler Bernard the monk visited the holy city around 870 AD and wrote that, quote, "The Temple of Solomon is in the north, which houses the Saracen synagogue." AJ says that, according to Bernard the monk, the Temple of Solomon was on the northern edge of the Temple Mount. But once again, this is not what the quote actually says. It's to the north. It doesn't say to the north of what. Once again, I looked at the original source. He says, "Moreover, in the city there is yet another church to the south in Mount Zion, near which to the east is a church in honor of Saint Stephen. Further east is a church in honor of Blessed Peter in the place where he denied the Lord. To the north is Solomon's temple, which contains the synagogue of the Saracens. Here's Jerusalem. South here is to the left." Right, so we're starting out in the south, actually in the southwest. I think this is here is the church he was talking about. And then he's moving eastwards and eastwards along the wall. And what's to the north of the wall? The entire Temple Mount. So AJ's conclusion that there was no Dome of the Rock because the only building was to the north of the platform is again totally baseless. That's not what Bernhard said. But actually, it gets worse. Keep in mind that among the Christians who went to Jerusalem, the Dome of the Rock has a different name. They called it the Temple of Solomon, they called it the Temple of the Lord, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque was sometimes also called the Temple of Solomon. If we just continue reading in Bernhard's text, he writes, "Eastward from Mount Calvary is the place where Saint Helena found the cross of the Lord. Thence eastward again is the beautiful gate which leads to the Temple of the Lord." The Temple of the Lord. This temple is round. In the middle of this temple is the temple not made with hands, i.e. the tabernacle. This is the cave underneath the rock. There was a building on the rock and it was round. To the south of the Temple of the Lord is the Temple of Solomon. That's the Al-Aqsa Mosque. He described how he got to the Temple of the Lord, which is the Dome of the Rock, the south of which is the Temple of Solomon. Both structures were there on the Temple Mount in the year 870. If you now compare this to what AJ read into this text, it's the exact opposite. He couldn't have been more wrong. Not only was there the Dome of the Rock, there was also the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and it all existed in the place where it is today, and it was round. What more can you want?